is Amina Lee. I'm 40. I celebrate turning 40 being a great mom of a child of 6 years old, loving so much my job, and opening a new page of my life. I think at 40 you are more sexier than before because you are more mature, you know what you're doing, you are more confident. Don't let the behavior of others disturb your inner peace.
My name is Ned. I am 54 years old. And the mom of little Pacino here. It just gets better. You stop caring. You not caring about yourself, but you start caring about what other people say or how people think about you. It's just you, babe. Just keep it moving. We should take a stand and let everybody know that we're smart. We got a lot to offer, a lot to say, and be happy. People might forget what you said or did, but they never forget how you made them feel.
I'm just gonna have fun with it. You become so much more, right, than when you were younger. You have so many more experiences. And I think that you become even more beautiful because of that. Because now, you still have some of that beauty, right? But then now your personality is so much more. This is the time when your personality really glows, right? And grows and shows and personality is just so much more important then. Your kindness and how you treat people, how you treat others. I'm excited. I think it can be fun to be a model for a day.
Spiegelman. I'm 63. I'm the CEO of the Miami Children's Museum. Very proud to be celebrating my 30th year with the institution. It's a wonderful place for children and families to grow up and experience all about the world and cultures and people. Seeing my daughters off to college and seeing the successful women that they have both become have been the most significant changes in my life. Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of someone else.
My name is Denise Contreras. I am 55 years old.
Wow.
It's good, right? I think now with us and this generation, we're trying and beginning to see a little bit of shift and that change of the mentality of, no, wait a minute, we're not obsolete, we're not done. We still have a full life ahead of us and we're ready to put it out there. And I think that's what we're doing at the moment. And I think this is why I believe in this project so much, because it's really embracing us women who still have a long life ahead of us and we still have a lot of stories to tell. So no, I absolutely think that no, we're not represented and it's time to change that. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract, and what you imagine, you create.
Diane Bresky.
Hi, Jess. I love the city.
I am 60 years old. And as long as I'm with family and the people I love, that's a milestone. That's what makes me happy. Helping people and valuing the elderly people in our society. I'm in transition, but I'm studying patient advocacy. One thing I learned is that the sun shines every morning and you have to try to shine with it through the good and bad.
Hi, my name is Ana Sofia Davila Babuso. I help girls and women to love the curves they're in and avoid. We teach about prevention of anorexia and bulimia and cutting, and just to be happy with who you are, and wherever you want to go, you have to get there from here. So you have to begin at a positive place and attract as you go. Life is a journey. It's called Curvy Girls Rock Productions. I think we should love everyone. Girls that are thin, girls that are curvy, whatever you are, whoever you are, we all should just stop bullying people. Just be nice. Love the curves you're in.
My name is Gliana. I am 49 years old. I am the founder of Agency Lou in Miami. Agency LU, and it's very meaningful because my daughter is Luciana and she's also 9 years old. So it was my two major accomplishments. I do want to let other women know that you don't have to be 20, that you don't have to start things young, that you can do it at any stage in your life, whether it's motherhood, opening up a business, changing careers, but it doesn't have to come labeled with an age. Secret to success is showing up and doing the work.
Barbara Delgado Costa. I was born in Mexico with parents half Cuban, half Mexican. My grandmother was Black Cuban, my grandfather was white Spaniard, and my father's Mexican. I direct a dance studio. It's a nonprofit organization. We teach young children, young professionals, the art of dance, and we also have programs with children with autism, and we also have programs that serves underserved communities. Life's rough and then you die.
Claudia Sanchez. I found happiness after my 40. Before that, I was not very happy with my marriage, and I got divorced. And then I found a really, really amazing man. He asked me, he proposed last year, and hopefully, yeah, we have plans to get married soon. He's an amazing man. He really loved me and my son, and 4 years had been the best years of my life. Everything just was better after 40s. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. And
I'm Dorcas. I'm 40. Gonna be 41 in 4 months. Born and raised in Nigeria, served in the Nigerian Air Force for 12 years, and I'm currently a student pilot on the airplanes and helicopters.
when you have that beautiful heart, it glows. It's not just about face or how old you are, but about how much you can have that glow, and then it's gonna sparkle into the world. How many times I fall, I always want to get up and fight harder.
It's really an embodiment of spirituality. Between 40 and 42, astrologically, we have something called the Uranus opposition. And it represents liberty and freedom. It sometimes comes with chaos because it's sort of breaking old structures, old limiting beliefs and patterns to find our sort of true identity and true self. Mine was initiated with breast cancer. 3 bouts of it. Had to do a lot of deep shadow work, inner work, integrating aspects of shadow of mom that I had sort of rejected. And what I sum up this whole process as is a return home to self. It's really about like finding the depth in those details that I neglected prior to probably 40.
Esther Pert.
I like it. But I need real smile.
53. My husband passed away 11 and a half years ago, and I was left with my 3 kids. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I had to reinvent myself and figure out what the next chapter of my life was going to look like, and figure out who I was as a single mom, and found real estate, and now I found a profession that I would be doing for free if I could. I love it so much. Just when the caterpillar thought its life was over, it became a butterfly.
Grace Lopez. For management, I'm definitely passionate about legal management. Maybe like
No, maybe.
I am so passionate about being alive and so grateful for everything that I have. And I just, I'm very grateful every single morning when I get up. I founded an organization called Women for Paws. It is my passion to save every pet from going to a shelter. And I advocate for animals. I advocate for individuals that are struggling financially, either medically or through a financial hardship. And my quote is, I believe that every woman should break the glass ceiling.
Hi, I'm Gladys. I'm 60. Wow.
So, chin forward.
Don't be afraid to do absolutely anything. Born and raised in Miami. Been a nurse for 30 years, was a teacher with the Dade County Public School Systems before that. Definitely thought that nursing was a less stressful profession, so here I am 30 years later. We are out there, we are doing things. We might move a little slower, but our minds don't. And yeah, we did it first and we did it better. My favorite quote: lead, follow, or get the hell out of my way.
Heidi Blyle. I am 45. I've moved all over the Midwest throughout my life. I was born in Nebraska, but I've lived in Kansas, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri is where I spent most of my growing up years. I went to school there, went to college there, graduated and worked for 10 years as a corporate recruiter. Throughout these years, I've done a ton of charity work, mission trips. I was kind of known for it in my hometown, setting up a lot of fundraisers, and really enjoyed doing things like that for mostly women and children's charities. Says you can have everything you ever wanted in life as long as you help others get what they want.
Joy Agnes, but I'm also Reverend Dr. Joy Agnes. Being a motivational speaker, there is so much that I can encourage women like myself, younger or older, in between. Because of the truth be told, I motivated myself from homelessness. It's not about the other person. It's about overcoming everything else and stand tall and says, look where I am. Look what I have become. No thanks to you, but I am here. And that's what gives me my strength. Be blessed, but most of all, be a blessing.
My name is Florencia Jimenez Marcos. I am about to turn 50 in 2 weeks. Professionally, I'm a real estate investor, having been through different executive stages at Fortune 500s, startups, and nonprofit organizations. Cultural Concierge was born out of my background in the city's arts and culture scene. For the past 20 some odd years, I've had the honor and pleasure of being a part of and leading all sorts of different arts and culture organizations that are shaping the fabric of our city. I, for one, celebrate everything because it sure beats the alternative to not being here to celebrate, and not everyone has that privilege. So I told you my birthday theory. You get a regular birthday, you celebrate with birthday week. If it ends in a 5, you get birthday month. Mine ends in a 0 this year, so I've declared it birthday year.
Lauren Garkis. I'm 43 years old. I am a breast medical oncologist. I was born in Louisiana, but I was raised on the west coast of Florida. I went away to Birmingham, Alabama for undergraduate studies at Samford University, and then went to the University of Miami in Miami for medical school. I moved to Broward County, which is where I'm raising my family. I'm married to a wonderful man, Mike, and we have 2 boys. It's so much easier at this age to champion other women, and that women are actually each other's best support. So it's a beautiful place to be, to know that we've kind of evolved into this comfortable position of support and love and identifying with each other's struggles.
My name is Gabriela. I am 49, turning 50 next month. I am a dietitian, but I'm currently pursuing a career into real estate. I am from Argentina. I came to this country when I was 24 in pursuit of a degree. Now I have a dual citizenship. I met my husband in Michigan, my ex at this point, and then I had twin boys. I decided to be happy. And I decided to follow my heart, my inspiration. The self-work that you do in silence will echo throughout every part of your life.
My name is Irene Weisenbaker Clark. I'm 73 years old. I was born and raised here in Miami. Went to school, local schools. I have created my own business, which is called Bell's Jewels, and I do unique jewelry items, handmade by me. Just after I retired, I was stricken with vocal cord cancer. I'm a cancer survivor of 13 years. It made me believe that I can get through anything if I just take one day at a time, one step at a time. The 23rd Psalm. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because God is with me.
Joyce, and I'm originally from Miami. I'm 56. I'm a yoga teacher. I love to garden and I love nature. I believe that yoga is a life yoga. So my business is called Life Yoga. Be okay with the changes. Things are always changing. Just kind of ride those waves and be okay with that. No matter what others are doing, be who you are.
I'm 56 years old, full of energy, love my community. I run for mayor twice in Miami Beach. I run for legislature. I didn't win, but I learned a whole series of involvement with my community. There's no time enjoying the present. There's no age for it, and I will be enjoying my life as I was 20 years old.
Marie Grossfeld, 63. I grew up in Michigan. I became a model. I lived in Chicago, New York, Japan, London, did work in California as well. I was working for a little bit down here. I met my husband, actually. I was here on a modeling job, and we met, and we were married for 37 years. I had a wonderful, fabulous life and had 2 daughters. There's so many brilliant, wonderful women out there, so I would just say that I hope that everybody can really realize their worth and their beauty and just keep growing. If I don't do it, nobody else will.
My name is Nadia Barnes. I'm 48 years old. I was born in Switzerland and moved to the States when I was 8. I've always had birds in my life, and this one is Lola. I'm a survivor of terrible abuse. And I raised a beautiful daughter who's 23 and successful, and we made it. Be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the ground, when you wake up in the morning and your feet hit the ground, the devil says, shit, she's up.
I'm Kaya. I'm Kaya Gross. I'm going to be 43. I was born and raised in Williamsburg, which is an ultra-Orthodox Hasidic Jewish community. We didn't go to college, we didn't go to school, but I left the community. Now I'm vice president of a company. I run a really large sales team. During COVID, I opened kind of a side business almost, and it's a passion project. It's called the Velvet Hammer. It's always going to come down to embracing a choice.
Melinda Negro, 50. I'm a benefits HRIS manager. I was born in New Jersey. I was raised in New York and lived in New York the majority of my life. And 4 years ago, I came to Florida, and I will not leave. I love the warm temperatures and the sunshine, and I'm much happier here. Understand that you're gonna make mistakes. Even if you were given a handbook on how to live life, you'd still mess up somewhere. And just know that there's life after mess ups. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
My name is Marguerite Ramos. I am 60 years old. I'm an entrepreneur, business owner.
So my business is Shea Florida. We're a boutique awning company. We specialize in the hospitality, commercial, and high-end residential markets. I'm a native Miamian. I was born and raised in Hialeah. I went away to school, went to Washington, D.C. and to Boston, then moved back to Miami Beach, which is it's my place. And I have 2 daughters. One is 30 and the other one is 24. She just moved back from New York. Just believe in yourself, take the leap, own your own business, be your own boss, and learn as much as you possibly can.
Marlene Young. I'm 43. I am a paralegal. My brother and I were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, so Cajun, the Cajun Cuban, as they would say. Came here to Florida when I was 16 years old. Yes, I was very young when I had my first son. My first son is 25. Things always happen for a reason. Anything difficult that's thrown your way, use it to get stronger, build yourself, and just keep moving forward. Because in the long run, you're gonna rise and it's gonna be great. And you're gonna be happy.
Maureen Cohen. "67. I'm a pattern maker for apparel. The name of my company is Maureen Cohen Design, Inc. I was born and raised in Utica, New York. I moved to New York City when I was 18 to go to the Fashion Institute of Technology, became a fashion designer. I worked for various companies in New York City. My divorce had me relook at myself, and I'm still in the process of reinventing who I am. Just don't lose sight of yourself.
Your identity.
Your own identity, what's important to you.
Well, I think the most important thing is self-acceptance, right? So whatever that turns out to be. I spent some time in my past trying to fit into a mold of femininity that I thought I should be exemplifying. I should be this person. I should be prettier, cuter, very sexy. But I was really more interested in being more physical, like building things and making things. And that is feminine also. That's being a woman. A woman is not passive. A woman is someone who creates within and without.
Wendy Shear, just turned 51. I'm Brazilian. My background, both my parents are Brazilian. I spent most of my time in the Chicagoland area, and then when I got old enough, moved to Miami for the warm weather. Started off in the law enforcement field, and now I'm a VP in marketing, so I did a career change. I didn't have a child until later in life, so I'm 51 with a 7-year-old and married. Now I live in Nashville. So something I tell my son when I put him to bed every night is you're strong, you're brave, you're resilient, and you're smart, and never give up and love yourself.
Hi, I'm Pat Dillon. I'm going to be 73. I have been in the travel industry for over, I would say, 48 years. Now I'm going to be 73. And I think the most important thing for me, I don't have any major health problems, but the most important thing for me is my health, taking care of myself,
First, loving myself, loving my kids, because they mean the world to me. My grandkids. Two of the very important things to me is showing a lot of love to people and treating people the way I want to be treated.
Sherry Schwartz, 57. I am a forensic psychologist and a college professor. I was born in New Jersey, 1993, when I moved here to South Florida. I started behind a cosmetics counter, and then I decided to go back to school and got my doctorate in psychology. Combine that with my passion for true crime, which has now led to the last 13 or 14 years working on death penalty cases predominantly. Boundaries, don't let people cross them. It's just so important. So important.
Hi, my name is Yvette Murray. I'm 52. I'm a writer, a grant writer by day, but I also have my own blog on Medium, and I write for different, various outlets. As a woman, you kind of lose your identity in certain times in your life, and I think you kind of you delve yourself into other things, being a mother, a career woman, which was great, but when you took all that away, who are you? I would never go back to my 20s.
Sarah Giller Nelson. I am 47. Less is more, organizing services. Well, I'm a Miami Beach native. I spent 15 years as an art historian and a curator. A friend of mine came to visit with a bunch of her girlfriends for a 50th birthday party. And she was like, the 50th birthday party is the best because they have money, the kids are either in college or completely grown up. Because I've been exploring this new market, I've been talking more with women who are empty nesters, who are in their 50s and above, and how they feel like they've raised their families and they're done. And now they're doing something really, they have the space and the time to do something really for themselves.
My name is Penny Lane de Jesus. I am 45 years old. So I was born and raised in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm an island girl from a small island, but with a big illusion. So I moved to the United States in 2006. I started working with the IRS. Then I now work for National Credit Union Administration. I am happily married to a Danish guy. And we have a 3-year-old daughter. So I had a 23-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. My favorite quote that I tell my kids all the time is one day at a time. Not every.
My name is Nubia Marino. I'm 63. I'm from Colombia, Barranquilla. Barranquilla, that's the coast. I work at Mount Sinai Hospital. I worked there for 35 years. We came here in 1972. My mom brought us here. Eventually, we were going to go live in New York, but that was a big storm and they closed the airport. So my mom said, let's stay here for a week. And then a week turned into 2 weeks. And then she loved it. And that's when we decided to be in Miami. You know, there's still a lot of things to do and a lot of people to help.
My name is Tracy Oro Bercy.
62 years old. I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama, but I am, I guess, a planted Miami, and I've been here for about 39 years at this point. I got married to my college sweetheart and moved here, and this has been home since. I am a former educator. I just retired about 1.5 years ago. After being an educator for over 35 years, I work with kids with special needs. I'm married and I have 4 daughters. All of my time, all my life until this point, I've been pouring into other people. So this is now my time just to be me, and I'm just trying to figure out and discover who I am and just trying to find the joy in every little moment. When people who show you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou.